Hello, and welcome to my discussion video analyzing two pieces of artwork from Chapter 2. The head of the Akkadian ruler is the first picture I'm choosing to talk about in this discussion. This is the portrait head of Sargon the Great, who came into power around 2340 BCE. Sargon the Great was the first Mesopotamian ruler to unite Sumer and other Mesopotamian territories and to declare himself king of the land. The portrait shows a shift in artistic focus during the time period from depictions of divine beings earlier in the time to political representations of actual humans, which may suggest possible propaganda. These political royal portraits were a common way for humans to glorify their human kings and rulers. The head is made of bronze, and to me seems very important because of the great amount of detail put into just his head and face, which is astonishing because he used to have a body that was also probably equally as detailed. This head measures 12 inches in height, so that suggests that the sculpture was probably realistically life-size. The sculpture represents more than just a ruler. It suggests the start of power, and you can even consider it propaganda in a way, just because it depicts the king with a stern face, which may suggest power and control. It used to be a pristine sculpture, but there has been a lot of damage to it. This is possibly due to the people seeing the sculpture and thinking of the king and wanting to harm it as if it was actually the king himself. As you can see, the left eye has been destroyed, along with the tip of the nose incurring some damage as well. People probably destroyed it at the fall of the king. The second picture is the votive figures, and I chose these sculptures because they caught my eye and looked very interesting, so I wanted to learn more about them and talk about them because they are different. Recovered art from this time is rare to see, but the votive figures are even rarer because they are non-royal sculptures, and there have been so many of them recovered. The votive figures came in various sizes and are carved from gypsum or limestone. They depict both men and women with their hands clasped together and are shown in an attentive state. Some of these features of the figures differ in terms of beard or no beard and hairstyle or clothing, but they all have one very thing in common. They have very little variation in their facial features, suggesting that they were made by only one or a few different artists. This lack in variation could also be a symbol suggesting that all the non-royal people are the same and one does not deserve to stand out in the crowd of others. A vast majority of these figures were discovered in temples across the ancient Near East, suggesting that they were some sort of a religious symbol or dedication to the gods. But it could also be questioned that they were propagandists to symbol and suggest royalty to the king at the time. This would help people see and connect to how to act in front of the king with loyalty and respect. In my opinion, both of the pictures are really interesting and show a lot of symbolism in them, and also show glimpses of the progression of art from prehistoric times to the ancient Near East times and getting an idea for things to come. It is also really cool that these things have lasted so long through history and we're able to enjoy them and admire the artwork for ourselves. Thank you for watching my presentation.